going on, boys? So with the new season just underway, don't forget to go and download Crowd Scores from your Android or iOS market. It's completely free, there's no ads on the app, it's fast and you can keep up to date with all your favourite teams. Also, you can chat with football fans all around the world and you can chat with me as well. If you boys are looking to pick up some FIFA 16 coins, head on over to golder.com and use DRG for a discount. Or if you're looking to pick up some cheap MSP, PSN codes or cheap games, head on over to g2a.com. All links down below. What's going on, boys, and welcome back to some more FIFA 17 content. So I've recently seen some videos coming out about people talking about the FIFA 17 beta, and they've been playing FIFA Ultimate Team, etc, etc. Now, I was not lucky enough to get a beta code sent out, but I was lucky enough to have some decent bloody subscribers over on my Twitter, and one guy in particular sent me his account where I could play the Pro Clubs beta on FIFA 17. Now, before we jump into it, before we talk about Pro Clubs, we'll talk about the kickoff game that I played, because you can play kickoff, or on this beta you can play the Pro Clubs. Now, I did go into the kickoff game first, where I picked Liverpool. Now, the initial thing I did notice was the new kits aren't on the game, which is a little bit disappointing. When I picked Liverpool, you know, it's last year's kit, we haven't got the new one, and it was slightly disappointing. It gave it kind of the FIFA 16 feel, which is understandable, of course, that they haven't added everything in because it's the beta. But once I got in game, boy oh boy, did it feel like it wasn't FIFA 16 anymore. It was feeling beautiful. Graphics were the things that grabbed me at first glance. Unbelievable. Player faces are absolutely on point. Clips cutting over to managers. Beautiful. Beautiful. Something I did think wasn't really going to be effective. I was wrong. It's really nice to see it during a game. See reactions of managers to shots, etc. like that. I thought it was a really nice addition to the game. Now, one thing I did notice as well was the size of the players. The players feel bigger, they feel bulkier, they feel more realistic, which I really like. The gameplay feels smoother. Now, of course, in kickoff games, you can't really say there's no aids in the game. Offline is usually alright. You get the odd thing where the ball will bounce off something and go in, but aidsy, you've got to play online, and I think Ultimate Team would be the best way to judge whether there's aids in this game or not. So yeah, just to go over the initial things. Graphics, yes. Managers, loved it. Big bulky players, loved it. The smooth gameplay, loved it. It honestly feels completely different to FIFA 16, and I am very, very excited. But again, career mode is really what you're going to base kickoff games from. So career mode could be a lot of fun again this year, and it will be something I'll be looking into at the start of FIFA 17. Now, moving on to the beta of Pro Clubs, again, it's very hard to judge it, because the reason I say that is Pro Clubs is really based around playing with, in my opinion, a group of friends, you know, that you'll get on, and you're all going to play in your positions and play the game properly. Unfortunately, I can't do that on the beta because none of my friends have it, and again, it wasn't my account, so I was lucky enough to be given this account. So the way I work it is, you cannot play drop-in matches on Pro Clubs. It's an absolute waste of time, because 99% of the time you get that arsehole on the team or all the arseholes on the team that just will not pass the ball. They're out there just to get themselves goals, and that's it. It makes it so boring and so pointless. So the only way I will play a drop-in match is if I am on my own on the team, and you know, I control all the AI and my own pro, of course. There'll be the odd time I'll go in with one other person and just hope that he's not a gobshite. So I did that on the beta. I went into a game and I was lucky enough to be on my own against one guy on his own. We had a decent game. Again, the gameplay felt nice. Pro Clubs is always difficult because the AI is atrocious at times, but I found it very enjoyable. Now, I do love Pro Clubs myself, and so obviously it's something that I would enjoy anyway, but I would advise people to give it a go. Again, the gameplay feels nice. You can't rely on the AI, but that's Pro Clubs for you. I think the players get better as you move up divisions and stuff like that, which gives you incentive to go out there and get better. Now, the one thing I did love about Pro Clubs, when you finish a game, it feels very similar to career mode. If you play career mode, you will see that when you train your players, you will see their different attributes, like the passing, shooting, heading, etc. will move up after each training session. It's like this on pro clubs, and you play a game, depending on your performance in that match, you will see your bars moving up. So you might see your shooting going up a few notches if you've scored a couple of goals, and of course if it gets up to the end, it will move your stat up by 1. So if you're on 79 shooting, have a great game, and it moves up and that bar fills up, you're on an 80. So that's how it works. It's very nice to be able to get an in-depth view of your player progression, which I don't think you really felt that from FIFA 16. You know, you used to get score a goal, you get a pop-up saying shooting +1, and then it was gone, and after the game you kind of forget about it because you didn't really see the bars moving up. And on this one, that's exactly what you see after each game. And I think it gives you a more in-depth feel to your pro progressing, which is what it's all about with pro clubs, getting him to the best he can be. So I like that feature. I'm sure there's going to be plenty more once the full game is released, but I can only base it on what I have seen. All positives, lads. You know I'm always honest about FIFA when it comes out. Last year I told you, wasn't digging it. This year I'm feeling it. I've felt it since I seen the Journey released. Ever since then I've been excited, and everything else they're releasing is really building the excitement as well. So hopefully I will get my hands on the Ultimate Team beta. Rumour has it that coming near the end of the beta, everybody will be allowed to go on FIFA Ultimate Team for a few days. And if so, of course, I will give my feedback on that. I hope for you boys that haven't played the beta will enjoy this video and really take what I'm saying into consideration, because honestly, you're going to enjoy it. If you have enjoyed this video or found it any way helpful whatsoever, do smash a like on the video. We're nearly at FIFA 17, boys. Thank you to those that are hanging on there. I want to keep the daily uploads coming. When FIFA 17 comes, we're going to have some quality bloody content back. Mark my words. Thank you boys that are still supporting me. Haters are going to hate. Oh well, I don't give a flying dog turd, because you boys that support me are the important ones. Smash a like, subscribe if you're new, and I'll talk to you all next time. Cheerio.